This is the future branch of Windows 11, and it is cleaned, tested, stabilized. No bloat, no surprises. Built to run daily, not just look impressive. Early access done the right way. Tiny 1126H1 takes only 6 gigabytes of disk space and runs at even 512 megabytes of RAM. Hi, this is Neil from Apidus. Let us get started. Building Tiny 1126H1 v3 follows a structured flow. Start by opening the creator from the official link in the pinned comment. Select Build. From this point, the process runs automatically. The tool fetches all required packages and assembles the Tiny 1126H1 v3 installer in the background. You can let it run without supervision. If you prefer not to build on your system, a pre-built installer is available on the official site. Both options are fully supported. Use a valid Windows 11 license. We support only clean and legal installations. Build duration depends on your internet connection and hardware performance. When the process completes, the log will display build finished successfully. That confirms the installer is ready to use. Do not download Tiny 11 from unofficial sources. This is a serious security risk. Many unofficial builds contain malware or spyware. They can steal data, compromise accounts, or permanently damage the system. Use only the official creator or the verified installer from the official site. Now we move to Zeno. Zeno lets you install Tiny 11 directly, without using a bootable USB. The tool is included with the package. Launch Zeno. Select the Tiny 11 installer you built earlier. Format and choose the drive, where the system will be installed. Make sure this drive is empty. All existing data will be removed. Set the file system to NTFS. Confirm your selections. Zeno takes over from here. This process completes quickly. Once finished, restart your PC. You should see a new boot entry for Tiny 11. If it does not appear, you can add it manually using a BCD tool like EasyBCD or Visual BCD. We are actively working on making this step even more streamlined in future releases. That completes the installation path. No external media, no unnecessary steps. If Zeno does not work on your system, or if you prefer a USB-based method, use Rufus. Rufus is stable and widely trusted. Connect a USB drive with at least 8 gigabytes available. Back up anything important. The drive will be erased. Open Rufus. Select the Tiny 11 installer. Choose the USB drive. Start the process. This usually takes 5 to 10 minutes, depending on your hardware and USB speed. When it finishes, the USB is ready. Restart your PC. Open the boot menu, commonly F12, F8, or Escape. Select the USB device. If you are unsure which key your system uses, a quick search will tell you. The Tiny 11 setup starts automatically. The install flow is shorter than a standard Windows setup. You go straight to drive selection. Choose carefully. The selected drive will be overwritten. You can change the system language later, so skip it for now. When installation finishes, you land on a clean Tiny 11 desktop. If you want performance gains without reinstalling Windows, use Velotic. It converts your existing system into a Tiny 11 style setup in just a few clicks. Your PC speed shapes how you feel when you sit down to work or play. Velotic is not a cleaner, it is control. You turn it on, and your system stops fighting you. Games feel smoother, apps open faster, stutters disappear. Your PC stays fast every day, not just after a cleanup. Velotic tunes your CPU and GPU automatically, based on what you are doing. It removes junk before it slows you down. It kills hidden background drains in real time, without breaking Windows. You get 500+ professional tweaks. One-click debloat, no guessing. Instant app installs, no setup pain. Smart power control that shifts between performance and stability when you need it. You free massive disk space through safe compression. Nothing gets deleted. Your files stay intact. Your system breathes again. This is not a temporary fix. This is the same approach used by people who depend on stable, fast machines every day. Built over 4 years, used by thousands, improved with every release. You install once, you stop thinking about performance forever. The basic plan starts at just $19.99 lifetime access. Velotic, for people who refuse to tolerate a slow PC. Now comes the key step. turning Windows 11 into Tiny 11. Open Velotic. Go to the debloat page. Press play. The tool takes over from here. With a single click, your system reaches Tiny 11 level performance. No file loss, no broken features. Everything runs on your existing setup. If you want the full breakdown, tap the info button. You can also find the complete guide through the link in the description. Once setup finishes through Rufus or Zeno, the system boots straight into the Tiny 11 desktop. If you see the insider watermark, remove it by running the Disable Watermark app on the desktop. If it comes back later, place the app in the Startup folder so it runs automatically on boot. Now start with compression. Open the Configure app. Go to the Compression section. Select Enable. This shrinks system size by up to 60%. You free a large amount of storage while keeping performance consistent. This step is safe for most users. If you notice any slowdown, you can disable it instantly. When compression finishes, Tiny 11 is running at full speed. The entire system fits into about 6 gigabytes. A standard Windows install uses far more space. Boot time improves. Apps launch faster. RAM usage stays lower. This build focuses on speed and stability. It works well on older laptops, low-end PCs, and clean modern setups that do not need bloat. Benchmark results will be published soon on our partner channel, HT. The video goes live in a few days. You will find it in the pinned comment. Now let us bring the system online. Open the Configure app. Choose your preferred browser. I am using Chrome. You can also select Edge, Opera, or Firefox. Stick with what you know. Tell me which browser you use in the comments. I read all of them. Chrome installs in seconds with one click. Once connected, visit my YouTube channel and our partner channel. Subscribe if you like this type of content. You will also find a Discord link in the description. Join the community. Talk with other Tiny 11 and Velotic users. Get help when needed. See early previews of upcoming releases. If you notice random crashes or memory-related errors, the fix is quick. Open the Configure app. Enable paging files. Restart the system. This resolves most stability issues. Paging files stay disabled by default to keep the system compact. Turning them on gives the system more headroom and prevents memory-related crashes. Now let us handle drivers. Drivers manage graphics, audio, networking, and input devices. They decide how well your hardware actually works. Tiny 11 keeps this step simple and secure. No searching unknown sites, no bloated third-party installers. Open the Configure app. Select Install Drivers. Pick only what your system requires. If you want everything handled at once, use Install All. Do drivers matter? In most cases, absolutely. For gaming or video work, proper graphics drivers are critical. On laptops, drivers enable the touchpad, touchscreen, and function keys. On desktops, they activate Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, audio, and power features. Once drivers are in place, the system runs correctly, responsive, stable, fully supported by your hardware. Now let us change the system language. This is useful if English is not your preferred option. Open Settings. Go to Time and Language, Open Language and Region. You will see the languages currently installed. To add another one, select Add a Language. Search for the language you want. Spanish, German, Polish, and Portuguese are common choices. Press Next. Enable Set as my Windows display language. Press Install. Windows retrieves and applies the full language pack. The time required depends on your internet speed and the pack size. During this process, menus, system text, and interface elements update automatically. When it completes, press both copy buttons. This applies the language to the welcome screen, system prompts, and all user accounts. Sign out, sign back in. Your desktop, start menu, and system dialog now use the new language. At this point, the entire interface matches your selection. You will find the purchase link for Tiny 11 in the pinned comment. Tiny 11 is a paid service for users who want speed, privacy, and dependable daily use. It feels light. It stays consistent. It performs the same every day. Free builds are everywhere. Most fail over time or hide serious security risks. The offer is straightforward. We provide real security. You get a Windows system that stays stable for years. Thanks for watching. This is a Pidus signing off.